A lot of COVID-19 headlines heading into Christmas. It is the WMAY morning news feed, and I want to hear from you now at 217-629-7970. It's 8:10, about 35 degrees. The sun's shining. It's not going to be a white Christmas, but are you going to have a safe Christmas? Are you going to take Dr. Anthony Fauci's recommendations and tell those you know in your family that are unvaccinated that they can't visit? Are you changing your holiday plans because of the constant headlines of the Omicron variant? Though it looks like, at least from continued reports out of South Africa, that the Omicron variant is not severe and is actually seeming to wane quite a bit. What do you think? That's just one headline. You've got others, including up in Chicago, where Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has said you can't go into a restaurant if you're over the age of 5 unless you show proof of vaccination. Plus, you've got the Biden administration talking with health officials about the possibility of getting a 4th vaccine shot. Not just the first 2 we were told would help us get through all of this, and not just the 3rd booster shot that was recommended several months ago, but looking to reflect some of what Israel's doing, and that is having a 4th COVID-19 shot, a 2nd booster. So these are just some of the headlines that have popped in the past 24, 48 hours. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you have growing hesitation, growing concerns about the trajectory of the pandemic, or are you ready to move on? 217-629-7970 is the phone number. And I also want to hear if you plan on going to Chicago at all and hitting up some of the restaurants and seeing if, the vaccine requirements actually, plays out, because that's going to be implemented January 3rd. And it's something that I think has a lot of people, including the likes of State Representative LaShawn Ford, who I shared a conversation with earlier this morning. If you missed that, you can go to the Facebook page, WMAY News, or Bishop on Air, even on Twitter, and you can hear some of those conversations. But he has concerns. He has concerns this is going to force people to go to businesses outside of Chicago. He has concerns that it's going to be negatively impacting the Black community who have hesitation about getting the vaccine, and they're going to not be able to go into restaurants and take part in normal society. So you've got questions of how this is going to be discriminatory, not just against those who have hesitations, but also against those who have allergic reactions or even just religious concerns. So are we seeing a certain type of medical segregation happening in Chicago? Good morning. You're on WMAY. Your thoughts of all of these different COVID headlines?
Well, I was just comment on the Vandalia School District. Do you know if that attorney's in the law firm with Thomas DeFore?
No, I don't. He mentioned that he's representing other school districts elsewhere. He did not indicate if he was alongside Tom DeVore.
Okay, I was just curious. Thank you.
Yep, I appreciate that. And if you missed that as well, I highlighted some of the concerns that Vandalia shared with the Illinois State Board of Education yesterday. Vandalia went mask optional. The Illinois State Board of Education is looking to put them on probation because they're not following the governor's edicts. And the attorney for Vandalia said that, listen, they've got a host of concerns of other potential lawsuits, including lawsuits from parents saying that their rights are being violated, that their kids are being abused psychologically and physically, and so on. So interesting to hear some of those concerns. You're on WMAY at 217-629-7970. A bunch of COVID headlines heading into the holidays. Good morning.
Good morning, Greg. How's it going, buddy?
Good. Yourself?
Oh, can't complain yet on the right side of the dirt. Hey, couple things. Are you having Hero of the Week tomorrow?
We're not on air tomorrow. I was thinking about squeezing it into this segment, and it's just not going to happen because a little bit later on we're talking with Comptroller Susana Mendoza. So no Hero of the Week this week.
Just wanted to double check. And now, basically, it's not going to hinder any of my Christmas plans. I'm not vaxxed. It's basically, we all need to question government, and that's all that there is to it, because sometimes the government doesn't have our best interests involved at all. And, some of those conspiracy theorists that were posting memes on Facebook and everything like that, it's like, hey, me after not being vaxxed after, a couple years, and then they have Sloth from the Goonies on the bottom one, and it's like someone else after booster number 57. And
well, and I've seen others as well. Even several months ago, a comedian out of New York, out of the Bronx. He's pretty funny. I can't remember his name, but we aired some of it. He's going to the laundromat. It's a skit. You don't see it's a laundromat until the end, but he's going up to somebody, and the guy's got a clipboard. He's like, I need proof of vaccination. And the guy gives his card, and he goes, I need proof of your boosters. And he rolls up his sleeves. He's got five Band-Aids on this sleeve. He's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I need proof of your white privilege card. I need proof of this, that, and the other. It's just, is that where we're headed here? 217-629-7970 is the phone number. Your reaction to a slew of COVID-19 headlines, from the possibility of a fourth shot being recommended. Who knows if the booster is going to be mandated? They're mandating you to show proof for vaccines in Chicago if you want to go to a restaurant, a bar, a gym to get healthy, or a entertainment venue starting January 3rd. And it's not just for adults, it's for kids 5 and up. They're going to have to start showing their papers. So that's just some of the headlines. Good morning. Your reactions.
Hey, good morning, Greg. And have a Merry Christmas.
You too. Absolutely.
Hey, I just wanted to make sure I heard that right, that earlier you played her on her commentary on your radio, and she said that this was the deadliest since COVID first came out.
I think she said she's the most concerned she's been at this point than compared to what it was last year. So you're talking about Mayor Lori Lightfoot out of Chicago.
You're right. Correct. Right. I thought I heard her say something about this. It looks like it's the most deadliest since COVID outbreak. And it's like, I don't believe that's true. I mean, if you look at the statistics on it, I really don't think that the new variants that many people has died. I think there's one in the UK, they said. You know what I mean? I just think it's I think the media is blowing it way out of proportion again. You know what I mean? I just don't believe it's the deadliest from what I've read.
Well, and I'm looking at the chart right now of COVID-19 fatalities, and it's comparable to what it was just in early October, and it's nowhere near where it was back in December of 2020. So we're a fraction of the death rates that we saw back in December.
But is that the variant because of the new variant is the reason of the death, or is it just
I'm not sure. I think vaccines probably play a big role in that, because it has been shown those who are vaccinated are going to have less severe COVID symptoms. It's not going to keep them from dying or being hospitalized, because we do see breakthrough cases that are hospitalized and deaths. But I think a lot of people may point to the vaccines that now are widely available, and everybody has plenty of opportunity to make the decision themselves if they want to get vaccinated. And that could play a role into why we're not seeing the amount of deaths that we saw back in December of last year before vaccines were widely available. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I'm looking at the numbers right now.
It does. Hey, and I really enjoy listening to your show in the morning. Greatly appreciate you, Greg.
Hey,
really do.
Thank you so much. Have a Merry Christmas, all right?
You too. Bye.
It is the WMAY morning news feed. Coming up, we will talk with State Comptroller Susana Mendoza.